Yeah. You are now listening to the voice of Jay Wizard. Let me tell you something good. M.O.E. Manhood over everything. All the money in the world, all the pussy in the world, all the material things in the world can never replace or substitute my desire to be and act like a man. Usually when you hear the term M.O.E, then you think of money over everything, but I flip the M into what I stand for. Here's what I see in today's society with boys, young men, and even older men, is that now we have become so obsessed with getting money or going after money that we have lost our duty to be the masculine creatures that we were destined to be. You have mainstream society, music, and media comparing how big of a man you are by how much money you have, how big your house is, and what kind of car you drive versus how you act and carry yourself. So don't misunderstand me. Go out there, build your wealth, and become financially successful. But in the process, don't forget about being a man. Because when you don't act in the way in which nature intended you to act, then your spirit, your inside, is going to eat away at you slowly until it devours you all the way. Nowadays, there's not a whole lot of strong men for us to learn from, so we as men must take it upon ourselves to learn and build ourselves up so we can be a strong example for the next generation. I mean, when I look around, I witness the most feminized, most irresponsible dudes in history. They take no responsibility or no accountability for their actions. They are still kids walking around in grown men's bodies. But I'm gonna tell you this, when you act like a kid, then you get kid results. You end up getting women pregnant that you can't support. You whine every time some shit happens to you. You are always dependent on others to help or support you. And you get no respect from women or other men either. I'm 100% positive that this is not happening to real men who are doing what the fuck they are supposed to do. I come to another pet peeve of mine of shit that I see grown ass men doing. That's just ridiculous. This is nothing personal, but I gotta call it how I see it. As a man, I see how ridiculous this shit is now. And that is sagging your pants. And this is done by all men of all races, but I want to focus for a minute on the brothers because now it's a trend that I see that's not going to stop anytime soon. Okay, so I've been here long enough to understand the nature of the black man, his attitude, the hardness or shell that he has to put on to fight out the obstacles of the world. But how does sagging your pants make you more thorough or cool? This has nothing to do with your character. It just makes you look like an idiot. Now, this was something that I did most of my teen years and in my early 20s, but finally I grew a mind of my own and realized that sagging really served no purpose in my life. So I let it go. So I can understand your teen years maybe, but come on, dog. You a grown ass man doing this shit. This is not how I picture a grown man dressing, even if you want to be a hardcore gangster. Now I can feel what my father was going through when he kept telling me to pull my pants up when I was looking like a jackass. And my father was a pretty laid back guy, but even this made him furious. But the point is, in order for me to feel like a natural man, then I had to cut out this behavior because it still gave me that immature feeling that I was trying to get rid of. Now, I don't give a fuck about trying to be cool. But then, that was a trend I followed. This is a trend that I see most guys following. Nobody wants to be original. If you don't act a certain way or dress or live a certain type of lifestyle that society expects you to, then you are not a man. This is bullshit. There's nothing that can make you feel like more of a man than being your own authentic, unapologetic self and accepting the fact that everybody is different and unique in their own way. This is why you see a lot of young guys and even grown ass men today taking up the thug culture, when you can clearly see this is not them. Y'all know dudes like that. Now some dudes is made for this shit. It's who they really are, but it's not nearly as much as you think it is. So to my dudes, my fellas, don't be afraid to be yourself. The world has enough thugs and wannabes. Just be a man, and the world will treat you the same. Don't end up like I did, wasting years trying to be and act in ways that were not a part of my natural self. I can never get these years back, my teens and my early 20s, just trying to fit in to everybody else's belief system and me. Time is short. Don't waste it acting in unnatural ways. So in summary, I dare you to try this out. Go 2 weeks being the most authentic man that you can be. It may be difficult at first, but once you get this down, then you start to feel better about yourself. Don't let the society judge your manhood based on how much money you have or any other external factors that doesn't make you a man. Be strong, be a leader, be a protector, be a provider, be a voice that people respond to. But you choose to live as you wish. But see, I made my choice. And for me, it's M.O.E. Manhood over everything. Now you tell me, did you hear something good today?